Good morning. So I wanted to show you, or afternoon, it's already noon. So I wanted to do a quick recording to show you how I do my newsletter and how you could do yours as well. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go to KVCore. And I'm already here in marketing, all marketing in this paper airplane little icon. So you hit that and go to Smart Campaigns. So I'm already there. And if you go here to the search area, type in news, you should have, well, let me take that back. You should go to templates and type in news. And at least I have a bunch in here, right? But these are mine that I have created, but you should at least have this one that is called newsletter. And what you do is you clone it. It won't allow you to edit. Okay, so just clone it, save it under another name, and then edit. So what I do in order to be able to remember or just clone the previous one, because I do it on a weekly basis. And so to be able to pull them, I save them under the month, right? And then month, year, week 1, week 2, week 3, whatever. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like, right? I already created a copy. So let's just edit this one. Okay. And this is pretty much the view. Okay, it allows you to change the template name. So the template name is for you, right? This would be the view only for you. So you know which week you're working on, or what whatever name you're giving it, so you can search it next time. The subject, obviously, this is for your people. And here the content, right? You can see the areas that you can actually update. This is a lot. I used to do a lot of information, and honestly, I think you lose people with a lot of information. So one thing I learned from our marketing person, John Whelan, who has been helping us with the marketing on Fridays, usually what I do here is just one topic. So one topic and that's it, right? And then on the bottom, I have my links. So I'm going to show you that. But if you want to play around with this, if I'm sure everyone has Canva, so you can actually, prepare a header and always have it ready, right? Your footer as well. Oops, I just added something. Your footer as well. So you can just start having things that are going to be there in place. So it's not so much work every time you actually go in it, right? So your header and footer should always be there. And then I'll show you what else I have that is, my regular links that I share. And so pretty much what I change is just a topic on a weekly basis. So let me cancel out. Say yes, I don't care. And so I'm going to go here and I'm going to look up March 2025. Oops. All right, so let me go back. It should be right here. News. No, it should be, for me, is March. What I'm looking for is no longer is news, because then everything was newsletter, right? I couldn't go back to the latest one unless I give it a date. So for me, it's March 2025, and those are my latest ones. Okay, and so what I do is, let's say, I believe this was my last one. So in order to create one for the following week, I'm just gonna clone this one. And I'm gonna change the name for this. This would be week 4. Oops, week 4. And I don't know what my newsletter is gonna be, so I'm just gonna put something right now for now. Just test week 4. And so I can start working on it right now. Let me just clone it. So before I forget, let me just clone it. I'll refresh. It'll come back to the page. If you just save it and don't refresh, sometimes sometimes it wouldn't give you the latest version, but it should. Let me see, 2025. So here it is. I go here, select it, edit. Okay. Now, one thing I learned, there's, if you go into the KVCore questions section, you put in abbreviations, what do you call this? Yeah, how to do abbreviations or shortcuts for KVCore or for newsletter, for anything. It should give you like a big list of what you could actually pull, right? Like you could pull addresses, you could pull names, first name, last name, anything. So this is the abbreviation for the name. And so you just leave it there. So if you want to, it's not just abbreviation, it's an abbreviation for, how do you say it? So it comes up as, very personable for whomever you're writing it, right? So you don't have to type in everybody's name. Okay. So let's keep going. The only sad part, I wish this was a bigger screen. You kind of have to play with it. But see, right here, I have my header, right? This is already something I edited, and you can change it by, bringing in another header that you have. Maybe if you do something by season. I don't, because it's too much work, and that's just my branding. And so what I do change maybe is maybe whether if I am doing a one paragraph, the format of the whole body, right? Paragraph picture, or if I do a paragraph picture, like 2 columns, right? Side by side. And that's it. And so just content, obviously, some chat GPT, but, then look at it, make sure it makes sense, because sometimes, it throws information that may not be, accurate. So you always have to review, look at it, and put your, sauce. And that's it. And so on the bottom, I have my links, right? So this part right here is going to be on every single newsletter. So I don't have to change it. All I do is, just add the content on the top, new picture, and that's it. Okay. So this is what I have. And this is pretty easy to add. Let's say, for example, let me go back to the top. So your header, oops, did I delete it? Did I delete it? Let me see. No, it's there. Okay, so I don't want to change my header, but you can, let's just make believe I'm going to change it, right? So here's your content rows settings, okay? Anything that has to do with any of these sections that you see right here, Okay, so for example, if I want to change this picture, I can just go to the side on the content section and go change, right? Comes back to your file manager in KVCore, and it pulls in any pictures that you have already saved. I have a bunch, right? And so you can go by page number. I mean, just upload and go back to it, right? So I'm not gonna upload, so I'm just gonna X out of here and just make sure you're Xing out of this request to update the picture as opposed to Xing or canceling out of the whole newsletter. So just be careful with that. And so for that, I always update constantly, so I'm not losing my data, right? My information. So anyways, you update all this. You can, let's say, you want to bring in another content, right? So let's just say let's just say I'm gonna delete this whole section. And let's see. Yeah, so let's delete this whole section. So I'm highlighting the whole section and I'm going to delete it right here. And it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete? Yes. So there. And I want to delete this picture also. And I just want to delete the picture as opposed to the whole section because I want to change it. So I'm just going to see. I'm not sure if you're seeing, but there's a difference between selecting the picture and selecting the whole section, right? I just want to delete the picture. And I want to bring in, maybe instead of bringing in a picture, I want to add text in here, content. So what I do is I grab this here, see the hand right here, it's the icon for text, and just bring it in right here. You can put it there or you can put it there in top or bottom. It'll give you the same thing. So here you have a block for text. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is the information that I want to add. So I highlight it, put it back there. If I want to change the color, select it, highlight it. Oops. Hi. So highlight it and just change the color. Whatever works for you. And then let's say I want to turn this into a picture. So I'm just gonna, well, let me see. And you learn just, by playing with it. Don't be afraid that you're gonna lose the information. So let's go back to content. No, yeah, content right here. And let's see, you can do that. And, or yeah, so you can bring in a picture. So, or you can do, you have different type of columns. See, you have side by side, one smaller than the other or different sizes. So I would grab just this one. Oops, it went away. Blah. See this one? Oops, okay. Well, it gave me another. So I'm just gonna delete that one because I don't want to have too much. So I want to add a picture on one of them. So for example, I want to add one here and I want to have text on the other. Oops, where's the text icon? Right there. All right. So I'm going to copy this just for the exercise. And here I'm going to add a picture. Just look at that one. Okay. Okay, so I added a picture. So you see there's a lot of space between here and there, one paragraph and the other. You could align it, right? Adding some padding. See, it started moving a little bit, but it's moving more to the right, so I don't like that. Moving it back. Let me see. Well, you play with it. Mainly the ones that I want to move is the top and the bottom. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Let me move this away. So it's a little better. So what I would do is if I have too much space, I would move some of the content from here, from this paragraph onto this one, and just even it out. Okay, so let's make believe it's even. So I think that's all my content for now, and that's it. So you save it. Let's say update. And let's make believe it's ready to be sent out. So what you do is you go to all marketing. Come down here to where it says schedule mass emails. And you are going to schedule email. And here you're going to select your contacts. If you don't have a group of contacts, you got to go back to your contacts and select a group or make a group. Then what you do here is see how it knows that I am doing a newsletter for week 4. So it just grabs it. It has the subject already and it gives you future dates for when to send it and just send it. If you have to make any edits, it can do it here. You can do it here. And that's it. Just schedule. Okay. That was a quick version. So if you have any questions, reach out. Talk to you soon. And bye.